welcome guys to season 31 update. Unfortunately I did not get any response to who wanted to be in the video, so today's just gonna be about my team, which I know is kind of selfish, but hey, I'm the one making the videos. So I have some bad news. I just realized I screwed myself over. I will show you why. Oh, maybe not. Alright, well, it went up since I last saw it, but I put Mircea Mondragon on auction for an hour, okay? After about 45 minutes-ish, nobody had bidded. And then that first team, the Braunschweig BK, they bid 100,000. And I thought that was going to be it, but clearly not, and I'm glad. Mircea's actual value is 959,000. So if he doesn't get at least, I'm hoping for something like around 500,000. But I just realized I screwed myself over. I didn't even think about it until I screwed myself over. So we can say goodbye to Mircea Mondragon. But the good news from it is now I can use the currently 322,223 credits to buy other players. So that's good. Mondragon actually went up a rating again. I think that was his last train. So instead of a 35, he's now a 36. Oh, it went up again. Okay, alright, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Which I knew he was gonna be one of those that everybody wanted. I don't know, I'm actually curious. Let's see if we can watch this. Now it's 4 minutes, it was 2, but since someone else bidded, it's now 4. Ooh, there's 3 teams in it. It's actually pretty interesting. So I may not have screwed myself over. It depends. I did have him down as 1 hour, but as you can see, if nobody else bids, it's going to go a little bit past 1 hour. Alright, I'm liking it. So why don't we go and do some other things and we'll come back to that. Hey, I'm first in my division. I don't know if when you first saw it, I don't know if you first saw it, I was second, but it looks like I'm first now. So I'm 21, 4, and 1. And, oh, they must have lost another game. Not them. This team. Not that team. There we go. Fixtures. No. They just lost to me. Well, that makes me happy now. So I may be promoted, you guys. I might actually be promoted. Which surprises me a lot. Because I didn't think I'd be able to. So it looks like it might just cap out at, we'll say 466,000. Which isn't too bad. But, I mean, I paid almost double what I'm getting back. I paid almost 900,000 and I'm only going to get 466,000. So hopefully it keeps going up. It's got about a minute left. But we'll come back to that. So right now I have 42,147. And I made another big mistake yesterday. Let me tell you guys. I've done this before and it's been okay. But recently I haven't done it. I haven't done it in like two or 3 months. I haven't done anything like this with any type of, I don't want to come on and say it, but I'll just show you, because then I can just tell you it. So if we go to contracts, okay, I bought this trainer, this guy. Now he's good at coaching goalkeepers, so that's the main reason I got him. And I even asked someone who was higher up. They've been playing for I think like 7-8 years, and they said he was a good buy if I only train the keepers, and that's what I'm doing. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. Actually, don't think this is actually part of it, but it might. It might be. Oh, I only added one goalkeeper in there. So you can see the 38 rated player is he's 25, and the 22 rated player is 23. So I have that guy here. So he is coaching goalkeepers. If you don't believe that's it, Tim Odberg, none of the goalkeepers are in there. You know why? Because if I were to put one in there, it turns red. In this top one, I have, what did I, oh, I have Frediano Libertini. And again, if I were to put someone in there, it turns red. So that's why I'm not going to. But anyways, back to what I was trying to show you. I bought Tim Pike, and I went to go renew his contract, and I thought, you know what, let's negotiate with him. That was about the worst idea I could have ever done. At first, he was okay with it. I didn't want to spend something that was over like 100,000 because I only had 200,000, or no, I had 172,000. Okay, so I didn't want to spend a lot. Well, I tried to negotiate with them. And at first, it did good, but I thought I could do better. And instead, I made it absolutely worse. So instead of renewing it for something like that, for like 80,000, I think I got. Instead, I renewed his contract for 103,000. This guy better be the best trainer you can ever find for my goalkeepers. Because as soon as I can, I don't care how much it costs, I'm firing him if he's not good. Because that is just unbelievable. So it doesn't look like the auction's over yet, because I would have gotten the mail, I think. Oh, there it is. Bye, Marcia. So I have 507,000. So I did get kind of ripped off, but I mean, I screwed myself over in the first place by only putting him out for an hour. If I would have done something like 4 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, I think I would have made like at least 600,000 off of it. So I don't know. So let's see what my team rating is now. 24. Oh, and I have a 6. Oh, what's this? Oh, Joseph Donovan has been added to the lineup. Alright, I gotta fix that. So let's look to see his stats for us. I'm actually gonna try and save up and buy him back Because I mean I've paid the most for him, but he's been about the best player on my team. I mean if the person I got him from was not like they wanted like 1.25 million for him, and I talked him down to like 900,000 because I only had just over a million at the time. So he played 200 matches for us, scored 118 goals. So this was his best season so far. 43 goals. The most matches, he's had 3 of them where he was in 32 matches each. Goals, that was his best. Assists, he has a tie for that one and this one, or this season. He has yet to get a yellow card or a red card for my team. And he's gotten 8 and 6 is 14, 15, 16 man of the matches while on my team. And his best season was this one. Yeah. So, I mean, he was worthwhile. So, whoever bought him will definitely like him. Let me just... So, let's go and fix that. Fix the tactic here. So, forwards. So, I'm going to put myself in for right now. Because I'm going to do some other things. I'm going to do some other things before I start looking for players. So, I put out a press release about getting new jerseys. How many more games do I have left? This will factor into what I'm doing. I have 5. I have 3 tomorrow. Alright, I think I'll wake up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow. And I'm going to actually take a screenshot of this. So we have that. Because I'm also going to do another video. Because I'm going to do 2 parts to this video. This one's just one. It's kind of what's happened now. And then after I play the last 5 games, then I'm going to do the actual season summary. So I think what I'm going to do is I was going to change my jerseys because I said I was going to. So this is what they look like now. I just hope it doesn't change from 28,000. So what I'm going to do is for the away kick, this is what it is as right now. I'm going to change it to this. So these are going to be my jerseys. I was going to do it like this, but that doesn't exactly look good. So I'm just going to leave it with that one. Oh, I should do it with that. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think in the comments below. The dark blue or the light blue? I mean, I'm more of the lighter, like a light type of person. But yeah, I'm gonna be changing it to, put this back to the original blue. I'm gonna be changing the away kick to this one. I'm not gonna do it yet, because I'm gonna wait till the end of the season. And then, my stadium. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to fix it. I think what I'm gonna do now, you guys, is I'm just gonna wait. So I'm just gonna take our last remaining games and just play it with whoever I have right now. And then tomorrow, I'll change the kits, repair my stadium, and find any players. My stadium is gonna need a lot of money for that, like 30,000. That one's 6. So let's add this up. If they stay the same, if they stay in the same percentage they are now, let's see how much it would actually cost me to rebuild it. Alright, so this one's 6,000. That's not what I clicked on. This one's 2,000. This one is 3,000. This one is 2,000. This one is 7,000. This one is 1,000. This one is 2,000. And this one is 2,000. So it's gonna cost me, if the percentages stay the same, it's gonna cost me 25,000 credits to repair my stadium. That's a lot. I mean, of course, some of you are like, well, you don't know how much mine is. Mine's like 200,000. Okay, you know what the difference is though? You have 26,000. You can fit 26,000 into your stadium. I can only fit 1,500. And I'm thinking about upgrading the stadium because I think that'd be better. Then I wouldn't have to rely off of my players as much. But we'll do that tomorrow. So this is my new tactic for now. I do believe, if you go to my press releases, yes. So I wrote 2 new ones. Here's the first one. And I'll read it, but very quickly. Jacobus Andreu has decided to retire today. While on the Bulldogs, just a side note, he didn't actually retire that day. He announced his retirement. So I gotta fix that and change it to Jacobus Andreu has decided to retire when his contract runs out on, I think it's like August 11th, I think. While on the Bulldogs, Andreu has played in however many matches, scored however many goals, however many assists, and only getting a certain amount of yellow cards so far. Jacobus Andreu's final value before retirement stood at 107,000. That is actually true, so that's staying there. Owner Santana Duplantis said this during our press conference. It's not much of a surprise to me. I knew when he signed with us he was going to retire early. We have been happy to have him on the team and hope he has a good retirement. That's true. I knew he was going to retire early, but I was able to get him, and I knew he would help the team. In other news, Hargreaves Kilby sold for 125,000 credits to bring the Bulldogs' balance to 296,112. The Bulldogs announced they are currently talking to Zachary Dover to play for them. The Bulldogs lead the auction at 1 credit. We won Dover, and then we sold him right away. The Bulldogs have tried in the last 3 or 4 seasons to come up with a strong lineup and have failed countless times. Duplantis says they are currently looking for a couple of forwards and some defenders and midfielders. It's confirmed that Dover is a defensive midfielder. So I actually did sell Zachary Dover. I think it was for $65,000, I think. Here we go, he's right here. Renew contract by 10 days. So here he is. August 2nd. So I sold him for $55,000, which isn't too bad because I bought him for $45,000, I think it was. Yeah, I bought him for $45,001. Add in his 3-day wages, and it was about $46,200-ish. But I've had Zachary Dover on my team before, which is why I bought him again. I'll even show you. How do you spell his last name? His name then. Oh, it's with a CH. I should have known that. What the? Maybe it's with an A. Zach A-R-Y. That's not what I'm trying to do. Zachary Dover. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Let's try this a 5th time. There we go. That took longer than necessary. So you see he's been on very many teams, but he did play on my team before. Right here. I bought him for $65,000. Played in 22 matches before a friend bought him for $150,000. They got ripped off. $5,000. I mean, I think that's like the lowest. And then I bought him back a couple days ago. But I'm trying to like buy players and then sell them really quick. So he sold for $55,000. I had him for 1 day. And then my other press release is fresh new looks. Owner Santana Duplantis has just released that the Bulldogs are getting a new jersey. They currently have medium blue, hot pink striped jerseys. Duplantis has said that the home kit blue will be a bit lighter, while the away kit will be changed to neon green, light blue stripes. The new look will be unveiled next season. I did have it where it said neon green, hot pink stripes, but after I looked at those, I was like, yeah, that doesn't look that good. So I changed it. So yeah, I have 507,000, which is good because if you look at my accounts, 385,000. Plus, I'm not in the red again. I think last season I was in the red. Yeah, see, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons, I've been in the red 4 or 5 times. And in the last 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I've been in the red 6 times. Look at this. My current one is higher than this one. 323,000, 385,000. That is not what I clicked. This one wasn't too bad. I think it was like, 34,000. This one was like 90,000, I think. 66. So I am trying. I don't sell a lot of players quickly or at all because all the players I get are bad. And let me tell you guys something. Everyone tells me you don't price your players at the right prices. Alright, I have two and a half options, okay? Option 1, overprice them, never sell them. Option 2, well, never mind, there's only 2 options. Option 1, overprice them and don't sell them. Or 2, underprice them and sell them more. So a lot of my players are underpriced because I know that they'll sell eventually. Somebody will be walking, just looking around for a player and be like, oh, that guy's only this, I'll buy him. Like, for example, if somebody bought me, I don't think anyone will, but let's say someone did. Do you think I really want to put me as 2,500? No, I want something like maybe 4 million. But my training round's not good. It's not terrible, but it's not that good. And, I just don't think anyone would buy this player. He's the only player that I'm most likely going to keep on the team. So I made 2 youths, and the good thing is they both were positions that I needed. So I needed a center midfielder and a center forward, and I got this one. Now I think this is a pretty good train for the first time. I asked someone about it, and they said that was about the worst train you could actually get. Really? I know it's bad, but for the first train, that's pretty good in my eyes. Because I'll show you something. Let's click on mine. Let's go to training. What was my first one? Oh, a 34. What's my highest? Looks like this one. Oh, a 55. And I've trained 31 times. And my average isn't even... It's not even close to that guy's first train. So that is a pretty good train in my eyes. And then the other player that I got, or that I created, this guy, I need a center defender. So here he is. His train was like a 60, a 51, which not too bad, but that one, it's still better than about 90% of my trains, but it's still bad. The guy I asked was like, oh, you have to have a 96 minimum to be good. Alright, well that's just the first train. His second train could be 96. And then maybe a 92. And then maybe a 93. And maybe like an 80, 70. But there is a possibility he could go 77, 34, 39, 30, 32. I don't think he'll go that low, but it's possible. Man, I feel so guilty for selling Murcia so quickly. I should have had him on there for longer. Sometimes I don't think about the consequences until after it's already done, and I'm like, oh. Because like I said, I screwed myself over with him and lost about half his value. So the next type of player I'm going to be looking for is going to be a left forward, since this guy's retiring. That's what I'm going to be looking for next. So I'm looking for a left forward and then a center midfielder. Either a center midfielder, a defensive midfielder, or an offensive midfielder. Because if you look at my tactic, so let's go to tactics. So assuming I'm actually in a 3-3-4 formation, because that's just what I have at the time. So here's what I'm looking for, okay? I'm gonna move this guy down. So if I get a defensive, or maybe I could leave him there. Never mind. If I get a defensive midfielder, I'm gonna do something like this. If I get a center midfielder, I'll probably do something along the lines of this. What is Waisaki? Oh, he's a left midfielder. Alright, well, right now he's going to be a center midfielder. But I'd probably do something like that. Then if I had an offensive forward, or not an offensive forward, an offensive midfielder, I would do something along the lines of this. I would go like that, move him down, and I'd move him down. And then I'd maybe move this guy up, this guy up, this guy up. Something like that. So obviously right now I can't use that. I gotta put everybody back to how I had them. Because I have a game in like 10 minutes. So I guess what we'll do is alright, now that he's on the field. So I think I'm going to do it like that. Then I'm going to go to adjustments. And this one. Alright, let's see. Midfielder right. Almost out to the keeper. Alright, then we're going to add new adjustment. X minutes played. We'll go with 35. Oh. Alright, I was thinking of the wrong thing. I was thinking Waisaki was a center midfielder. So these are my precautions. 65 minutes in. Venhajronovic replaces Kilbeck. 65 minutes, Joseph Donovan replaces Ra. 60 minutes in, Selch replaces Rama. And then 65 minutes in, Wysocki replaces O'Brien. So that's how my tactics gonna look. And then I guess what we could do is, so I got those two. Cassid. Alright. Back to the lineup. Midfielders, Wysocki and Donovan I got. And then forwards. So yeah, that's how I'm changing the look now. So that's actually, that looks like kind of like a good, I'm gonna move these guys down. Not that. So we're gonna do it like that. So our new tactic will look like this. That's not what I clicked on. So this is my new tactic. So again, like I've said many times before, my team is still broken, but I'm in the process of mending it. I got decent defenders, 3 decent defenders. My midfielders need a little bit of tweaking, and I just need 1 or 2 more forwards, and I'll be good. So the positions I'm actually going to be looking for, so if anybody has players that are selling, the players I'm going to look for are going to be defensive midfielder, center midfielder, offensive midfielder, a left forward, and a right forward. Or I could do a left forward to replace Andreu whenever he retires. Dingake can replace me. Then I can either find another right forward or center forward, and he can go where Dingake is. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Otherwise, my team is pretty good. We're 24, which is not bad. Let me look at this game because I think I used the wrong tactic. I've done that before. I switched a tactic just before it started, and then I changed it back to another one. And it, hey, Venhajronovic went up. Yeah, see, they didn't change it back. So we still won, which is okay, but that's not the tactic I had. Because Lamar was closer to Qasimov, and Kilbeck was also closer to him. But at least we won, so that's good. So anyway, I think I'm going to be promoted. That's not what I clicked on. What is going on with my fingers today? I knew it was going to do that. Alright, so we're 22-4-1. Only one loss. And then my players have actually been going down. Because I remember they were like 5th or 6th at one point at the beginning of the season. Now my players are 15th and 13th. And the reason they're falling is because although they're still scoring, I think what's going on is, even though all my players are scoring, the reason they keep going down is because I have 4 forwards. So the goals are split up between all 4 of those. Actually, I had like 5 forwards. So it's split up between all 5. Now, if I only had 2, Andreu could have like 27 goals right now and be 6th or 7th. And then this guy, he could probably have like 20, 21. So he'd be about here, 9th or 10th. So I think that's the reason why, but it's fine. So anyway, I think we're going to get promoted to the next division. Division 4, Group 3. Oh my god. Oh, this team, Juga Bonito, they were promoted last season, and so was this team. Oh my god. I think that's my friend. If so, that would be really, really cool to play against him in a division. I gotta look, you guys. Normally I wouldn't, but I gotta look. It is. Oh my god, that is so cool. And I'm kind of hoping we get promoted. I like that. That's cool. So let's see, what else can I tell you guys about? Not much. I mean, my trainings. 101. Now, I actually have exercises for the players. So some of the things have more than usual. So like, for Murcia, I had him doing finishing, dribbling, and set pieces, I think. Of course. I got it. She's actually up here. Nope. So, well, this is what I had it as. Since I sold him, he's not here anymore, but... So I have their finishing as much as possible, and the speed. Because I think finishing is going to be the best. The finishing is going to be the best, and then how fast they go. So that's what I had Murcia doing. And then now for the defensive side, which has the defenders and the midfielders. I think every other season, I'm going to take the midfielders. Everyone except for the defensive midfielder, I'm going to take all the midfielders and put them in the offensive one. So, like, next season, I'll put all of them in the offensive one. And then the season after that, back to the defense. Because the midfielders are offensive and defensive. So they're kind of mixed between them, which is why they're called midfielders. So that's what I'm going to do. And then an offensive midfielder, I'm just going to leave as a offensive midfielder. So I'm going to put in the offensive training. And then defensive midfielder, I'm just going to put in the defensive training. So I think I'm noticing some differences between some of my players, even without training. Because Marcia, I trained him last, and his rating was a 35. And then somehow it went up to a 36. Probably because he was training with this guy. I could be wrong, but when I trained at like 6 p.m. last night, and it wouldn't let me train until 5 p.m. tonight. So, how his rating went up one, I don't know. I think it has to do with this. And then this dude, Vanovich, he was a 16 after I trained him, and I haven't trained him since then. He's now a 17. So I think this is actually working for my players. So I was going to let all their contracts run out, except for Pike. But looking at the players, I'm seeing differences. So I'm gonna keep them maybe one more season and just see, just kind of watch the players and see if there's any other differences. So yeah, that's kind of it for this season. Don't forget, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this video with everything I've done. My youth players. So since last week, nothing has really changed. Pardmon? Why does that name seem familiar? I feel like I've played this team before. Pardmon. I think we were in a division together. I remember this. I don't remember what division, but that name seems familiar. I actually want to see what his train was, because I clicked the wrong thing. Because someone trained him at 119 and fired him, which I think that's pretty good. Alright, so they haven't trained him yet, but here was the first guy's train. Raiders IF. I was gonna sign him on free transfer, but I know for a fact if I do that, he's just gonna go down, 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 down. Because of my training facility. So I didn't buy him. But other than him, let's look at some of the values, which I do not believe have changed. So this guy, his value is 5,000, which is weird because he hasn't trained 5 times yet. I know because I trained him like 3 times, I think. Twice. So on my team, he got a 33 and a 24. Right then and there, I fired him after the 24. Because usually I wait till he trains 5 times, but if it's that sudden decrease, no, he's not going to do anything. And I can tell. Which, although his value was pretty good, I fired him. This guy, I was told to fire, but I didn't fire him until I saw his last train. Which, I don't know, his trainings aren't too bad. They're still terrible. 36, 25, 33, 31. They're not too bad. But I fired him. So the values, no one on here is really good. Maybe him, but probably not. What do we have here? This guy, Alexander Watson. Yes. This guy. That's good. This guy. Oh, Jim Zorn. I thought he was someone different. That's pretty good. These all are kind of bad. Jai Seung Choi. Still at 349,000. This guy's good. Corey Hopkins. Nice. These all are terrible. Terrible. This guy's good though. Benito Rascon. And then him. I actually bought him back and then I sold him for like 2,500. Yeah. I sold him for 2,500. I bought him for 47,000. So I think I know I overpaid for him, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he was okay for the team. I don't think he scored for us at all. Then again, I barely had him on the team. He played 8 matches, scored 2 goals, got 1 assist, no yellows, no reds, no man in the matches, and about an average rating of 6.35, so 6.4. Oh, it says right there. Duh. So I'll be watching some of these players. Let's see if I have anyone. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, I don't have any players on auctions. And then I know I'm trying to buy this guy who has 49 minutes. I'm going to raise my bid. I'm hoping he can go unnoticed. 32 rated player, 429,000. Oh no. Somebody. Oh my god. No, 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 no. I hope he stays offline for another hour. Because then I'll win this guy. What's my actual balance? 507,814. So usually if I have someone as good as this guy, I will put everything in for him. Like I know for Andreu, I had like 200,000, 200 something thousand credits for my balance. And when I found him, I know 54s, it doesn't matter what, they tend to sell for a lot. And he only had about 2 hours left. And I thought, hey, I might be able to get him. So I put it all in. So let's as we're waiting for this guy, let's look for some possible targets. I wish they had like a mode where you could select more than one position. So we'll go with the max price of 500,000. Of course, I'm gonna be looking for as low as possible. Expiry. We'll go 1 hour. Position. We need a center defender. Sort by rating. Search. So here's some of the players that they have. So I'm trying to look for people like this. 22. So this guy actually might be able to get. All right, I'm gonna bid for him. That's not what I clicked on. So 22 minutes. So I'm gonna see if either of these teams are online. So that guy is. And that guy is. So they're both online. So we'll stay here and watch for a couple minutes. So I'm gonna run out of time here, you guys. So I'm gonna end the video here, and then I'm gonna record another one right after. And hopefully I can tell you guys about this, and then we can look for some more people. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget, I also have other videos that you guys might be interested in. Thanks.